I went in my buddy's staged rental in Hillcrest the other day, and I took, I call him my Indian dad. He's one of my clients. He's a Sikh, like a little short man. We have lunch like 2-3 times a week. Anyways,
love him.
Love this guy. So I open the door, and like, you know when you feel someone's presence?
Yes.
But you can't see him. This is not a ghost story.
No. Like
right?
you feel like somebody's there.
It's like beautiful thing. And I'm like doing my like thing, right?
Clearing the house. San Diego police.
I'm like, huh. And
he's like clapping as he walks through.
I open the master bedroom, and then there's just like a dude like passed out. That's just like, and I go like this.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Behind the Lockbox. I'm Stephanie Zalowski. Guess who's back? Back again.
Hi.
Matt Tovey is back as our guest host. Welcome back, Matt.
Thank you for having me.
I think he's trying to take my job.
I thought this was my podcast.
It's not your podcast. Anyway, you wish. But guess who else is here today? Matt Davies is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that was a good one.
Thank you.
You didn't want to slurp or anything gross?
Nope.
We did that before we started recording. Actually, I got it all on recording. Anyway,
Yep.
Matt is a real estate broker. We found out he's his own broker, and he's telling Matt and I that we would lose against him in a listing. But I was like, no, I'm prettier, so that would never work. Investor, husband, father, and according to his IG bio, the North Park hashtag North Park Whisperer.
Self-proclaimed.
Trademarked.
I think it might be. And guys, I don't know where this episode is going. It's going to be very unhinged with Matt and Matt in the house, but welcome to Behind the Lockbox. You've already been here. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Can we start off by asking who your favorite Matt is?
Oh.
Sorry,
Anyway.
we all know the answer.
The dead silent. I was like, shit, what other Matt do I know? Quick. What other Matt do I know? What's his last name?
Duh.
Oh, yeah! Matt Barbier is my favorite Matt. He doesn't listen to this, but his wife does. By the way, Matt and Cam just had their third baby girl last night. Congratulations! That's why Cam is not here, will likely not be returning, which we miss her very much, but we wish her all the best. Although I think 3 girls. 3 girls.
Yeah.
How many? Don't you have 2 girls? Or do you have a boy and a girl?
3 boys.
You have 3 boys. Oh, damn.
And a girl in gestation.
That's right. Oh wait, you don't know what you're having.
No,
yet.
I'm just remaining hopefully optimistic that we're switching it up a little bit.
They're doing what Cam's going to do that again. Like Matt wants to try for a boy.
They're going to have twins.
How dare you? Watch your mouth. I'm just going to say how dare you for her right now because I would love that, but she would not. So, oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
4 kids, you're a legend.
Beyond 2, I think you're just like what?
Delirious. And
You're
I heard this the other day. Somebody literally said after like the second one, like it doesn't really matter because you're like not stopping anyway. So like we should tell that to your sister and my brother.
2 is where logical people stop having kids.
Okay.
Scared people also stop there.
For sure. I mean,
Chicken shit people stop there.
I have 0 kids. So what does that say? Smart? Yeah. That's right. Smartest one in this building.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when you walked in, you were like, what are the questions? And I was like, we've been through this. The questions come at the end for the game. So I have full faith in you. I know you have a couple stories. Where do you want to start? You're not allowed to.
It's your podcast. Where do I want to start?
Where do you want to start? You got to tell me some unhinged stories. I'll help you out.
Yeah, help me out.
Do you have any open house stories? Have you walked in on anything insane? Do you have any squatter stories? Found any dead bodies? Any ghost stories? Have you found any shit?
Have you ever gotten caught eating Taco Bell at an open house?
Have you ever tried to chase down a homeless guy and take his scooter that ended up being too heavy and you barely get it back in the back of your car?
Things happen.
I've had all sorts of stuff like that. I just thought of a really funny one with someone that we know that I'm not going to say out loud, but I'll tell you off.
Say it.
Nope, I can't. Nope, no. It just crosses borders, but it's a really funny one. I'll tell you 2 off, Mark.
Okay. Do I know them?
Yep.
Do I know them well?
I don't know if you know.
Is he in this room?
No.
This happened the other day. Somebody told me a story and Ryan, last week, Ryan's episode, he's like, yeah, so these 2 agents, and I was like, Matt Tovey, and he's like, I was like, oh, it is? Like, I had no idea. It was you and Daniel because of the client that you guys had in common, remember?
Yeah, I thought they were my clients. Daniel thought they were his clients.
And then you guys worked it out.
We were both walking.
They brawled in a yard and found caravan, like fought it out physically.
So
nice.
That's why I always say hi to Daniel.
I would have Rochambeau'd that.
Did you guys do that?
All in.
They haven't, I should watch what I say. They haven't bought a house yet, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm coming.
Don't
I'm just kidding.
Davies,
just kidding.
broker.
Davies, broker.
Yeah.
He'll beat everybody out of a listing because he thinks he's smarter and took an extra test. Whatever. Anyway, what's your story?
Same test, twice as long, by the way.
Fuck
to get it
that.
right.
I'm not doing it. Are you gonna do it?
I don't have much need at the moment.
Okay,
I agree.
So I have a couple
Because we're
like.
prettier than Davies.
Yep, for sure.
Keep going.
So my stories extend into property management by under duress, sometimes and they extend
Those are
into
usually
like
good stories.
managing my own Airbnb also under duress.
Why is it under duress?
Just because it's one of those things where
You held a gun to your own head to manage your own Airbnb.
no, you do the math, you're like, okay, if someone wants to charge me 20% to run my Airbnb, I might as well just rent it. You know what I mean? To
agreed.
somebody.
For sure.
So, I end up, my biggest downfall is probably wearing too many hats. So it's like, it's a
understand.
double-sided thing, right? You can wear a lot of hats if you have a high level of versatility.
Do you have a big head?
But if you are smart and have versatility, you realize the things that are not fruitful and you stop doing them.
You need to just throw some money at it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, homeless and vagrants and squatters. I've got hella stories about that. I could think
vagrants
of
or vagrants.
I don't know. That's the other one
I
that I
like
say
the way
all
you
the
say
time.
He kept talking and I was like, what did he just say?
Vagrants.
Vagrants?
It took me a second to process that. With
Yeah,
you,
it took me a second too. Thank you for calling it out. I'm pretty sure it's vagrants.
Vagrants.
I like where you're at.
Okay, well, how do you say bagel?
Bagel.
Not
See,
like
look at
No, it's
him.
bagel.
bagel.
Yeah.
Where are you originally from?
We're all confused though. Poquito norte de Tijuana.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Torrey Pines.
Ciudad de San Diego. Poquito
God.
norte de
Oh my
la
God.
cruzando
Okay, see,
la
this is what I was talking
frontera.
about, everybody. This is what I was talking about. This is just going to be unhinged.
I was like, how do you say Torrey Pines in Spanish?
Yeah.
He's like, that's what I meant. Not TJ. I meant Torrey Pines.
Yeah, I went to Torrey Pines.
Hold on. I'm so sorry.
No, I don't know
We have-
your little sister's friend or something.
We have
Sorry.
breaking news.
What?
Brandon Wilcox, who has been on this episode, do you remember that episode?
Yeah.
Remember
you
what-
found all the dildos?
Uh-huh. Look what he just sent us. He sent Cam and I a video
No.
of literally, I swear to God,
This just
a
happened?
dildo. Do you see this?
The plastic wrapper.
It's in the packaging.
Nice.
That's just the mold.
My
used.
God. I feel like we're going to need to call him in a second when we're done recording. Davies, I'm so sorry,
It's
but
okay.
like that was very timely because he's been on the podcast. Anyway, have you found anything like that in
BBC
houses?
interruption.
And we're back.
That was a BB. Okay.
This segues very well into a squatter story I have.
Yes. Go.
I bought a property on in North Park.
As the North Park
Whisperer
does.
Do you
Uh-huh.
have to whisper when you say
Self-proclaimed.
that?
North Park Whisperer. And
I should not drink anything during this episode because I'm going to spitting it out. Okay.
yeah.
Go.
North Park Whisperer, self-proclaimed, and also Manana Construction, unlicensed contractors. That's
As
me
Marcel
as
would
well.
say.
Okay, so I literally saw this in his bio and I was like, is this a fucking joke or do I actually put this in the bio? Because I was
Yeah.
like, Marcel's not here. Does he really run
Wait, does
Manana?
Marcel have a?
No, Marcel
No.
was
He
like,
says that
I
too.
want people to do things on time. I don't want it to be done in two mananas.
Yeah,
I want it
yeah.
to be
He's
done
like, if you're going to
mañana."
say you're going to do it manana, not two mananas from now. And so
Yeah.
now whenever I see Marcel, I'm like, I'll hit you up in two mananas.
No, I have shirts and brands and everything, and I give them to my guys. They earn them when they tell me mañana, right? So the slogan says mañana se puede, which means tomorrow it will be done.
Yes.
And then when they say that to me, I say mañana se puede. But, I could say it in Spanish, I have to think about it. But, today is yesterday's tomorrow, right? That's going to be the second
That was
run of
deep.
shirts.
Buddy,
Yeah.
that
By the
real
way, I
deep.
think we just found the name of this episode.
Mañana?
Marcel's going to be so pissed that his episode wasn't named that. His was wet t-shirts. Anyway, wet t-shirt contests. Him and Matt do that. Okay.
Nice.
All
Those
right.
t-shirts
So
work.
I
Wait,
bought this.
we got to get back to this
Okay,
episode.
so
Yes.
I bought this house.
It's unhinged.
This is another word I'm saying a lot. Precarious.
Oh, I like that word.
Under precarious circumstances.
Why?
It was on market. Well, there was a little old man that like died in the house, and it was a 3-unit.
Okay.
I forget the guy's
Did
name.
he own the house?
Yeah. So
Okay,
so
so
he
he
worked
owned
at
the-
like General Atomics in the 60s,
Wow.
70s, and he bought this cool Spanish house. And then it had 2 apartments above, 4 garages in the back, and there's like big full lot. It's on Oregon Street, 4376
kind of
Oregon
a gem.
Street.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like it. And I bought it for like $1,031,500. And it came with tenants, even though there was like a little old man that died. And I was talking to the descendants that had like seen him 40 years ago, and they opened up some safe deposit box, and they're like, oh, I guess we're the recipients of this house. Right. So it went through probate. They were the ones that got the money.
Because there's no trust for everyone who knows that. If you don't have a trust, it can go into probate.
That's right. So these people from like Pennsylvania owned the thing, and I ended up kind of talking with them, but the tenants were stuck in this thing. And the little old man lived in like the 1-bedroom apartment the whole time he owned this thing.
Wow.
And never rented out the other 2 units. He just like had a bunch of stuff, like hoarded stuff.
Wow. Did you find some cool stuff?
I never walked into it.
Oh.
So the story. So
Why?
I never walked. Okay, the story goes on.
Keep going.
So I kind of start like lurking around there, being the North Park Whisperer, you know, all hours of night, driving by, walking by, alley, Google Maps, you know, tags,
full-on stalker mode,
mapping this thing out, trying to figure it out. And there's like a guy in there. And so I like finally like knock on the door, and it's like, hey, I'm the new owner. We're going to be, you know, it was basically a conversation of like, we're going to do this the easy way or the hard way. Right? You want me to like take some $100 bills and make a trail, and then like what are we gonna do? Like, we close on the house. We're the new owner, and they were like, we're gonna. Well, I guess the part that segues really well is like this gigantic, scary, muscular guy opened the door in a towel at like 2:30 in the afternoon.
And you were like,
Davies was like, I've been dreaming about this my whole life.
And I'm like, you know,
were you by yourself?
I came here to say something, and I'm gonna say it. You know,
bring it in for a group.
You're just
hug.
like,
I think I had like 2 skinny friends with me.
You didn't even have him with you?
No, I should have.
Yeah, you should have.
I would have been so far. I would have been so far gone.
The tallest guy is like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not getting beat up today.
No, I just want to see Davies deal with it on his own.
Yeah.
Matt's peering around the corner.
Yeah. So, you know, he answered the door, and he was like, oh no, like they're gonna unwind all of that because whatever the guy's name was, like Terry or something, like Terry left us the house. And I'm like,
oh no, he didn't.
I'm like, oh. And I tried to explain to him, like, so that court appearance already happened,
and you did not show up.
And nobody showed up, right? And he was like, I gotta find the paper, you know. So I'm like, oh
boy,
here we go.
Right. You were like, listen here, motherfucker.
So I'm like, can we discuss like some cash for keys? Like, what are we gonna do?
Were they month to month at this point? They were not in a lease.
And this was
they
before
didn't have a lease, and I think the guy's name was Charlie, old man. But Charlie, old man, like let some woman and her daughter like move in the house because he's just like a nice guy.
Yeah.
You know, the old dude is just like, I got this extra house.
Okay,
like,
so there was no lease.
They were living
nothing.
in an adjacent thing, and then like this woman invited this man to move in, and then there was another woman there. And I think they were like heroin addicts, you know,
boy.
but there was a kid there.
People,
so it made me like all sad.
Yeah, people
But
are coming out of the woodwork.
They had a garage that was like, you know, people hanging out and like,
I was like living in there too.
Couches, like all hours of the night, people
good,
coming and going,
it's
you know.
always a good sign.
And you knew that because you were driving by at all hours of the night. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
he was just looking at the score.
So it was like an on-market deal, and I just got kind of like the spook on it because I'm like, this could happen. I mean, based on my initial consensus, this is going to take a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a client that had like a 1031 exchange. So I was just like, you want this? And like, I just, you know, ripped like 200 grand on it, like, you know, 47 days. And that was enough for me. But I didn't walk back into the thing until he called me to like relist it. Like,
so he
eventually
got those tenants out.
So I like started the serving process, and I had my attorney draft the, you know, whatever, the documents.
Yeah.
And I had written like the office address with the wrong zip code.
Oh.
So they waited like 90 days, and then they were like, gotta start over. And I was like,
no.
oh, I was trying to help, but like, I'm
Shit.
sorry.
So he had to start over that whole process, basically.
Yeah. So we had to start over the
Wow.
whole process, but he eventually got the guy out. I'm bummed he didn't call me to watch like the sheriff, whatever. So nothing really
Tackled the
came
big
of
guy.
it, but I didn't get to, I was like, I showed up there like another time with like smoke detectors, and I was like, hey, I'm just here to do, safety inspection. I'm going to install some smoke detectors. He's like, no.
No, you're not.
So that was sketchy. I've had a few of those experiences in North
At least you didn't get beat up.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
That's a win.
I think there's only one time I almost got beat up.
What, Tahoe?
No, I didn't get beat up in Tahoe.
For anyone who doesn't know, these boys just got back from Tahoe last weekend, and we did not record what they
Magic
did.
fingers.
How much did you win?
Like $5,000.
It's amazing. Was your wife happy when you came home with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She bought some very expensive monkey bars for her kids that were like $6,000.
So you paid that off?
$6,000, not
Monkey
assembled,
bars.
not whatever. Yeah.
Oh, did you have to assemble them?
No, but I paid somebody too, so they were probably like $7,000. I just
So you're
told
still
her,
two in the hole.
That's the universe like giving me a little rebate on this.
sure.
Well, they were like, it took a long time to like come, and I don't really ask too many questions, but
Good for you.
you're supposed to get delivered.
Smart
And she
man.
showed me a picture, and I was like, how much do you pay for these monkey bars?
She's like, don't worry about it.
And no, she's like $6,000 or $7,000, and I go, $6,000, Jesus Christ! I could make this for like $800.
Like it's no problem at all. It's no problem.
That
So-
seems like a lot. Is that how much they're going for these days?
I think
She got a proper jungle gym.
Swindled.
I think they are nice.
Where did they come from?
Mexico, which gives me even more ammunition. I'm like, somebody made $5,000 on these monkey bars. Gosh, I wish it was me.
Oh my god! You
love-
made it up at the casino. It's okay anyway.
Well, so the casino made me kind of whole. That's
Good.
what I
There
think
we go.
about.
That's
It's like a little
the positive
getting
way.
a rebate.
It's a good spin, Matt. It's a good spin. Good
Yeah.
job. Okay.
And it's great to take money from Larry Ellison because he like owned the thing, and he's got billions. So
That's true.
thanks,
And
Larry.
It's the same guy who's getting rid of that awesome restaurant that we were like, oh, this place is so cool. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, great. They're knocking it down and making it in Nobu next week. We're like, we can't wait to come back here.
Yeah.
Oh, sad.
Hyatt Regency Tahoe. Thank you.
For the memories.
There was only one time, and it was actually when I was flipping condo here, townhouse in PB rather.
Yeah, we're in La Jolla. Get it right.
Yeah, yep. Sorry, 92037.
7. How dare you?
So I bought this like off-market thing, and these people were dog like
Enthusiasts?
No, they were like they're like dog washers or dog. They did something
Groomers,
with dogs.
trainers. Okay.
Yeah.
Place
Okay.
had a smell to it.
My big like red flag is like too many animals. It's like
That's
How many is too
It's a
many?
good
to
red flag.
Davies? 1?
2 is too many. Beyond 2, like 3 is too many.
Well, I guess you.
Shots fired.
Yeah, shots
What
fired.
if they're tiny little dogs? Like
One.
like a hamster?
Beyonce is not tiny.
I said, what if the other
Air-wasters.
2 are? They count as
Air
one.
Do you have
wasters.
3 right now?
Air waster.
I have a list in my phone of it's called reasons not to have a dog.
Do you not have a dog at all?
Nope. I love dogs.
Dude, you're gonna get
like if
canceled.
you had a
Be
dog,
careful.
I'd love to like hang out with your dog. But
Do you hang out with Beyonce?
No, this is the same thing as like partnerships. Like when someone tells you about like a business partnership,
Yeah.
they ever talk to you about how amazing it is and how fruitful and how they've gone so much
Well,
further
sometimes.
together? Not often. No.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but 90% of the time they're like, "Oh, this is a terrible partnership. My partner,
Marriage too, or no?
No.
Okay.
Easy.
I'm not married. I'm
say-
just asking for a friend.
No, I say this. I say like if partners were a good idea, God would have had one. Yeah.
So I am
Is
so
that what
smart.
the lower back tattoo says?
So I just tell it's like I
No,
don't
it's
have
on
any
his
partners.
arm going in a circle around the barbed wire.
It's just me and my wife. I don't have any partners. She's my only partner, life partner.
But that wasn't a bad idea,
No
right?
negocio socios, no business partners. Yeah.
Solo broker.
Yeah, exactly. See, what do I
Who
have to
beats
give?
me and Matt out of listings.
Only one comma in Matt Davies comma broker.
You know what? There's one guy at my brokerage, and I tell everybody that like
There is?
yeah. See, you didn't even
You?
know that. No. There's another guy.
At Matt Davies, comma broker?
Yeah.
David Matthew?
No.
Is it your son?
No, it's my buddy Dorian.
Is he your partner?
Dorian
So
Williamson.
you're lying to us?
Shout out to the best.
Oh, should he come on the podcast too?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a G. He's great buyer's agent, and He's just a G. Like,
So he's your buyer agent. He's not your partner.
My brokerage thing is kind of like,
how's your HR department?
monkey see, monkey do. That's my HR
there is
department.
no HR department.
There is none.
Matt, Davies broker. There's no.
That's right.
Yeah.
So back to me almost getting beat up.
We took a swerve.
We are always.
You wanted to go there.
This is how this is always
You
going to
wanted
be.
to go there.
Okay, so you were not in La Jolla. You were in PB.
I was in PB.
You bought a.
It's a townhouse.
Okay.
On Haynes and Grand.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And
I walked that one. I showed it.
Did it still smell like dog?
No.
Okay.
Was it a different one?
No, it was the one you go up the stairs on the right, right?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell like
today.
dog
I
because
thought
he
about
has
you.
3, so he wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's
My
right.
house do not. My wife is so OCD and clean. My
I
house
know
does
she
not
is.
smell like dog.
And you know what's crazy is you have dogs that shed,
Yeah.
and
The
I
little
would.
ones, they're so small.
Back to the dog thing really
They
quick.
are so small.
So all I hear about dogs is
We're
some
never gonna get through this
unique
story.
way that a dog has sabotaged someone's life. And I write them down on my phone.
What are the new?
you
Beyonce
want
did
to-
throw
Pull
up
it
in the
out.
room the
Let me
other day.
see.
Hold on.
I want to see if any of these are us.
hold on.
Oh, but
say
Beyonce.
I wouldn't say
Beyonce
they've
has a good
ruined my
story.
life. They have not ruined.
Okay.
No,
They've made it difficult sometimes.
I forgot
And these
there
are
were
these. A
3.
lot of these are like direct quotes from people, right? So, this is from my wife's friend
Can't
Kim.
wait.
She
I
said,
can't wait. Are you gonna record this?
when you have a dog, people want to stop you and chit chat like random strangers.
It's true,
Okay.
especially when they're cute.
Here's another one from Dan in January of 2023. I can't get lunch because I have cleaners coming at 12:30 and have to be home for the dogs. Here's just a story. A dog ate $5,000 cash and the owners went through its poop and vomit to recover the money.
No.
Dog chewed on a lithium battery and started a house
coulda won
fire.
that.
What?
Oh, here's a great
Wait,
one.
who-
Ready?
Oh, the guy I buy my cars from.
Just Google him.
The guy I buy my
Anecdotal.
cars from, his dog knocked over something and turned on the oven and started a fire in his apartment downtown.
See what I'm saying?
That's funny you say that.
Here's the worst one. Okay, dog licked the. I saw this as like a little Facebook like video. Dog licked the face of owner. Owner contracted rare disease and lost all their limbs.
No.
Yeah,
There's no way that's
it
possible.
goes on. I'm done with
What?
that. Oh yeah, Google it.
So this is why you don't have a dog.
Yeah.
Should we be scared?
kids.
You
No,
have
I'd
3.
like to.
You have 3.
Don't let dogs face like lick your face. That's gross.
Oh, I actually don't. I don't like
was
that.
at Rock- okay, I was at-
I don't love that. Yeah,
Yeah,
she'll give me
it's
a little kiss
poor
on the cheek
hygiene.
every once in a while, but
Bad
it's like,
hygiene.
yeah. But I also she gets her teeth professionally cleaned every year, like
once a year.
once a year. That's all you're supposed to do. They had to put them under.
I
You
brush
gotta
my
be
dog's
careful.
teeth every night.
Yeah.
I also brush her teeth. Not every night. I should.
Yeah.
I'll be doing it
I
now.
don't actually do that.
Of course you don't. Caitlin does.
You know.
No, I'm joking. We don't actually do that.
Oh, you
don't
should
get-
though.
take
You
them
get
to the
annoyed when
dentist.
people
Yeah,
take
yeah,
their
yeah,
dogs
you
into
take
like
them
a
to the
public
dentist.
establishment and they're like last night. It's happening to me last night at Rockies. I'm sitting at Rockies near the front
So good.
and they're like, yeah, I love Rockies.
Love it.
And they're like, somebody walks in with a big fluffy dog and they're like, sorry, bud, no dogs in the house. And he proceeded to stand there for another like 35 seconds and blah, 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 while the dog's just like, it's like, dude, like,
And also shedding its hair.
yes,
and
yes.
I know.
It's like there's a
listen,
reason they don't let dogs in here.
I agree.
Go with it, bro.
I bring Gwen is small. That's a picture of her right there. Gwen
Yeah.
she's small. She's a
Yeah.
cavapoo. She's 14 pounds and she doesn't shed. But I'll bring her to restaurants only when there's a patio and they're dog friendly. But she
There you
doesn't
go.
shed.
There you go.
She doesn't shed. But I would
that's-
never bring her in.
That wouldn't
Fun
bug.
fact for you.
Yeah.
Rockies was owned by a woman.
Yeah, I know. Rocky.
It what?
Yeah.
It sold recently. Well, somewhat
Yeah,
recently.
yeah.
But
Nick
Yeah,
bought it.
A couple years ago,
I
right?
was
Yeah.
for
I didn't know it was a
years, I had
woman.
no
Thought it was a
idea.
dude?
I didn't know.
I assumed. I should never have assumed.
How chauvinistic.
You're
of
sexist. I'm
you.
canceling you. Anyway.
Chauvinist.
It's
Chauvinist.
bound to happen.
So
when you
anyways,
hit
back to
record.
this. Didn't mean to like hate on dogs.
We
this
are
podcast.
never gonna get
I
to-
do
okay, but
like
I'm
dogs,
still-
and I
Davies.
would get a dog. I just wouldn't take it anywhere outside of my house that wasn't on a walk. That wasn't like somewhere that was totally.
But people are
appropriate,
gonna stop
like
you.
what you're saying.
People are going to stop you because people.
Yeah.
Gwen is so cute. People stop me every day.
Matt Davies, comma dog hater.
Yeah, it's just funny how they have this
that the
little
name of
like
the episode?
let their dogs like sniff each other and like you kind of standoffish for the other person, and they're like, "Is she a multi-poo? Is she?" You know, and you're like,
it's
"God,
true.
shut up."
It's accurate, and also
It's such
I don't really let her do that
it's
anymore.
It's an opener for people that can't open. That's what it is.
I don't even let her do that anymore because you don't know if the other dog she's gotten like kind of nip like you know, and then now she has become a little defensive. So I'm like, oh, she's training, and I just keep walking,
Yeah.
and because I don't want to talk to you and your ugly
Yeah.
ass dog.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Totally.
Our 2 little dogs are pretty funny, but like we can't take them anywhere because everybody stops us because they're so small.
They're so small and so fluffy.
They're like this big.
Are they yappy? Do they like bark at everybody?
In the front yard, the little one is. Of course they do. Mochi.
She's so cute. And then Beyonce's just there like, huh.
Well, yeah. We didn't name her.
I know.
We adopted.
They took her in.
Queen Bee.
Queen Bee.
And yeah, she's got a really messed up sounding bark. She sounds like she's quacking almost.
She does. She's oh my God, broken. You have to send me a video of that.
But she's kind of aggressive. Like Caitlin always jokes around and says she's like a freak on a leash. Freak on the leash, nice. I should say.
Well, I don't think she not proper. I don't know if she was properly trained by.
Because when the lady that she was living with
she was older.
Barely walk her. So she'd like walk her like a couple hundred yards.
She's a big girl. Well, and she's muscular. I mean,
she's strong.
She's very strong. So that's not. My grandma wanted a dog like that, and I was like, no, it's going to pull you down anyway. Behind the Lockbox is sponsored by Property Showcase Group. Property Showcase Group has a team of creatives, directors, producers, editors, marketing specialists, and designers that work in tandem to tell and share stories of the built environment. Whether you're looking for full-service production or simply just in content creation, Property Showcase Group can help take your business to the next level. To learn more or to contact Property Showcase Group to schedule a consultation, you can find them at propertyshowcasegroup.com. That's spelled propertyshowcasegroup.com. propertyshowcasegroup.com. I'm back to talk about our sponsor and producer, Property Showcase Group. This is for all my agent and affiliate friends out there. Property Showcase Group has a special offer for you. The first 3 agents to email Property Showcase Group at teampsg@propertyshowcasegroup.com will get 1 month free of social media management using code LOCKBOX. That's right, 1 month free. And they're offering 20% off your first video production using code LOCKBOX. For more information, contact Property Showcase Group at teampsg@propertyshowcasegroup.com, and don't forget to use code LOCKBOX or mention this podcast. So you bought a condo in PB.
Yeah,
we were trying to talk about this 20 minutes ago.
This thing smelled like dog like no other.
Oh, yeah, that's how we go.
Just disgustingly like dog.
According to Tovey, it didn't smell like dog, but anyway, it did to you. Mm-hmm.
He's got, and this is one of these things where you're walking through this disgusting house and the guy's like, oh, I have more of these tiles and I was going to do this. And I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, save your hot air. Like, I'm ripping this stuff out, right? I had to cut the subfloor out of that house because it was just like dog urine
goes into,
like,
it does.
Oh, it was so
cat pee is worse. We talked about this on a last episode,
I'm so glad my clients didn't want to buy that.
Well, when it was done, it still smelled like dog to me. I was like,
it's hard to.
I should have taken more drywall out or something, but But anyways, the day I was supposed to close, I show up, and the dude's kind of like having like a little bit of a mental health, episode, and it's off market. And I've sent my money, and we're like out to record, and I walk in, and I was like,
nothing's moved.
Why is all your stuff still here, bro? Like, the out of my condo, like.
I own this.
Yeah,
because he was not as scary as the big guy in North Park.
Yeah, and there was he was just like
you felt like you could take him.
Yeah,
it's like 90.
I mean, what would we do for that? No.
90.
He was just it was just such a weird vibe, and there was a woman there that was kind of like helping him go through stuff. God bless like the women that are just there for people.
Yeah,
and you've seen it a million times when you sell a house, and there's just like some nice woman that's cleared her schedule to just help and be, just there for her. And she kind of was like, yes. And I was like, okay, I'm getting out of here. I'm pushing the clothes till like Monday, pull the thing,
Yeah. Get all your shit out.
Yeah. I think I struck a chord a little bit where I was.
What'd you say?
No, I didn't say anything, but it was like,
your dog's ugly. Get out.
No, I think my approach was.
I'm tired of these fucking dogs.
I hate your dogs. Get out.
I think he said something to the effect of like, this is like my whole life in here or something like that.
Aww.
Yeah, I feel bad. I'm a piece of shit, right? But
Davies.
We had a calendar, okay? We had a calendar with a scheduled close date, right? I'm like,
it's all that matters.
Paying you the money, not asking for discounts. Anyways.
Do you want to play a game?
I don't know. Are we ready to play a game yet? Can I tell you one more about
you can tell us one more. We have 20 minutes until I'm kicking you out.
I'll try not to swerve us too hard.
Please try not to swerve us too hard. Let him talk. Go ahead, Davies.
One thing that's off limits about talking is dogs. I don't want to talk about dogs anymore.
That just gets him all riled up.
It's another reason. Gosh.
You can see the hair on his neck stand.
I'm kidding.
Do we get him a puppy for his birthday?
I feel like I have 2. Okay. I had this listing in Orange County.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a bitch, you know.
I know. I just sold one in December. It was a friend of mine, so I was like, I'll do it.
Yeah. Same kind of deal. So I sold this house and I was holding an open house, which I don't do open houses because
I did not do that up there.
I do not like just feels so like raw for someone to like walk in through the door that I don't know. Like it's just.
How do you think it feels for a girl?
Well,
Scarier.
10 times worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh my God. The fact that this is like common practice is just wild.
It's
wild.
Agreed.
And everybody should like honestly be like strapped.
This came up the other night. Someone was like, do you not carry? And I was like, no, it's California.
I carry. I have CCW.
That's good. My dad wants me to get one. My grandpa wants me to get one.
It takes like 2 years. But
I don't think you're the type they're looking for.
No, it's the kind of,
Remember, I'm the pretty one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy.
Anyway.
So I was up in Orange County doing an open house and some guy walks in and like, I have this kind of, I think I did it to you actually. I'm like, and I know now why, because I was like, oh, I've seen your podcast, but I was like,
you look familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you look familiar.
Yeah.
And so like, I'm talking to the guy and I'm like, you look familiar. And this is like a $1 million townhouse. Nice. It's a house, but it's in like,
and there's not many parts
community.
of Orange County that are ghetto. So
yeah, I just looked at it because it's worth like 1.7. So to acclimate, you know, this is like 2019, right before COVID. And so I'm talking to the guy and I'm like, you know, after this is what it is, this is what, and I was like, you look familiar. And he's really interested in the house. And he kind of said the same thing to me. He's like, you know, maybe he's just being nice.
Sure.
So like I got his number. His name is Tom. And we're texting and he wants to like, you know, see it again, bring his friends. He's got some friends that live over there. Ask him like, what business, like, what do you do? You know?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm in tech, you know. He's like super laid back guy, right?
Okay. A little vague. Yep.
So like, I don't think he never made an offer, but he was going to, he wanted to, but we had an extended, you know, interaction back and forth over like 2 weeks. Like, yeah, you can get my guy in there, whatever. I'll get you a lockbox code, whatever.
Okay.
And I'm like driving down the 8 freeway and I have his last name, you know, and his name is Tom Anderson. And I'm like, Tom Anderson, who is Tom Anderson? Do you know who Tom Anderson is?
No, but I'm like, you just met him.
Exactly. It's like the same thing.
Yeah.
We're all friends with him.
I'm like driving down I'm driving down the freeway.
I'm going to have to bleep that out.
I'm going west. And I'm like, that's freaking MySpace Tom.
No!
Tom Anderson. Yes, Tom.
No!
We're all friends with Tom.
We're all friends with Tom.
You knew.
And I'm like,
it did not register with me.
He told me the story.
The story.
If you go back on the camera, you'll see the light bulb go off in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember the story.
Shut up.
Yeah. So I have his phone number.
I'm in. Are we calling him right now?
Is
That would be
Stephanie getting married?
So funny.
Is he single?
We're not doing it.
Is he single?
We're not doing it. We're not going to be starstruck. That's weird.
Crank Yankers?
Yeah, we are going to be starstruck. I have a podcast. I need to grow this bitch. Let's get him on.
I'll send you his contact. How about that?
You got to introduce us.
MySpace Tom.
Holy shit. You have MySpace Tom's. I mean, he like started it all.
Yeah, I know. The father of like.
The father of social
I
media.
have his email and his like.
And he's our age. Oh my God. I don't know if I knew that was his last name.
It was his.
So then wait, did you sell him the house?
No.
Why?
He didn't want to buy it, but it was just kind of funny because it's like $1 million house.
Are you like friends with him now though? Did you stay in touch? Why didn't you stay in touch?
See my last text to him. Hold on a second.
Oh my God,
I did.
I need to text somebody while you're doing this too.
Gone. I think it's gonna be gone.
Let the record show it was a real.
It's
contact.
gone. It's gone. But he's still got the blue text bubble, so he doesn't block me.
Oh my God. Do you think it's still on your MacBook? Because those like save forever.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't have it here though.
I like that it's still a blue.
It kind of hit me though.
What if
kind of hit?
If it was green, he'd be like, "Oh shit."
Well, I think I said something about like MySpace, and then he just kind of like shrugged it off, never responded.
Really? So
Yeah,
wait, do you think that it was an impersonator though, or do we think it was really?
No, it was him. Yeah, it was him.
I mean, he said he looked familiar. We all seen that photo.
Yeah. He's like turning around in the desk.
Is he on Instagram? I feel like he's on Instagram because
Tom did it right though.
I thought he disappeared.
He definitely like
he only
did
made
for
like
a
20
while.
million bucks, not like 200 billion. Like he didn't.
MySpace Tom. He's on his MySpace Tom.
He sold it to
let's see the photo.
Justin Timberlake or something.
This was him, yes.
Yes, but age enhanced. Like he was, you know.
Oh, he was cute back then. Yeah. Is he single now? Did he still look good in person?
Easy.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked maybe a little
I'm
plastic,
on the prowl, you know
maybe
I
a little like weird.
We had this conversation yesterday and the day before and the day before that.
310 number. I'm not taking it.
Dude, I've been getting like 949 calls all that like I don't know.
Dude, I call it like raw picking up phone now. I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, you can't raw dog that anymore. Like you really can't.
Yeah.
You know, we were all getting ready to go on this trip and I was like, oh, I'm going to leave Davies a voicemail. And I call his voicemail and it's like, don't leave me a message.
No, it's actually very polite. No. Let's show her. Let's show her.
Play it. And then we're playing games.
Mike reading. Hold on.
It doesn't do well over the mic, but you can try. I might have to cut that out.
I tried to outlast this thing.
Hello, this is Matt Davies. Thank you for the call. Please send me a text with your full name and the reason for your call, and I'll get back to you at my earliest convenience. Please do not leave a voicemail.
Oh, wait.
I tried to outlast this.
Then it just goes for a minute and a half of just like...
Why?
I left this on.
We are re-recording this right now.
This is the most genius thing I've ever done.
It's so I
haven't gotten a voicemail in so long.
Steph, I tried to outlast this. I'm going to leave this guy a voicemail.
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay, that is kind of genius. Where Matt and I are like, hey, you reached Matt Tovey with Berkshire Hathaway. Hey, you reached Stephanie with Real Broker. Like,
Berkshire
you know what's
Hathaway,
wild?
California Properties.
I write my listings.
I didn't introduce you like that this time.
Berkshire Hathaway.
You didn't even get it right.
California Properties.
No. It's California Properties Home Services.
They had to add all that so it just wasn't BS. Berkshire Services bullshit.
Let me just tell you though, like every guest that's come on from there, Matt was the first one from Berkshire, and everyone else I like routed it off so perfectly. But I didn't introduce you like that today.
I got it wrong the first time.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Properties.
Yeah, I forgot about the home services part.
Yeah, I've never even been with that broker.
We're owned by Warren Buffett.
We were.
We don't have any.
Who owns it now?
Some
guy.
He sold that losing business.
Tom, MySpace Tom.
Losing. Just kidding.
We don't have any debt.
See
that? See how I said that?
No leverage.
He's just talking shit about Compass and Real and like, you know.
I would never.
He did to my face.
Ooh, about Compass?
Which one are you at?
Yeah. I'm at Real now.
I have
just
nothing
left.
bad to say about Compass, but I do like to roast my friends that are there. And they're like, oh, like nice property, whatever. Oh, you know which direction to go? You're still trying to figure out which direction.
What are you going to say to me now?
Were you Real? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
How many
How's that Ponzi scheme going?
That friend from high school that comes back like, hey, you want to join? Got a little something
So you're
for you.
saying you want to join my downline is what you're telling me right now.
I haven't been in any.
Matt Davies, comma broker.
Does Real have a downline? Is that how that works?
They do, yeah. They don't call it that, but they do. Are you going to join?
It's the newest
Under
EXP,
me?
but then there's a newer one. It's like Realty of America. It's all Ponzi.
There's more than there's like Epic. Speedwack is with Epic. Epic. Listen,
I got out of that grind.
I'm in Real Broker Luxury Division. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Can we play a game?
Yeah.
Mia Tidwell is up next, and she's here, so we have to go.
Never heard of her.
How dare you?
I'm just kidding. I tell people, I tell the one agent at my brokerage if you're on a listing appointment and they're like, yeah, I'm actually interviewing like Mia Tidwell, like you know,
Stephanie Zalowski.
The only thing you say is like, never heard of them. Are they new?
God, he really does have this down. He might actually beat us at a listing appointment.
Please don't ever go up against me on the listing.
It will be like the most sleight of hand thing. You won't even know what happened.
But now that's what I'm going to do. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, we interviewed Matt Davies. I'll be like, I don't know. I've never heard of him. He must not do very much business. He called himself the North Park Whisperer. I'm going to be like, wow, that's creepy. Anyway, should we get on to the marketing that I'm going to do for you?
Yeah.
Does he do video? He doesn't. Interesting.
You guys love to hide behind marketing.
Excuse me. Hey!
Oh gosh.
Can we play a game?
What do you mean?
Yeah. She really wants to play this game.
It's called Punch List. That's because I have to kick you out of my house in 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right, ready? It's called Punch List because I'm gonna
next time.
No, hit you with 3 questions. Why are you reading that? This is nothing for you to read.
Hi everyone.
Oh my god. Okay, are you ready?
I'm a strong, confident, independent woman.
I'm a strong, confident woman. I can handle Matt and Matt. What's that from?
I don't know.
That's from something.
It's what I read myself every morning. Strong
affirmations.
And you're like, oh wait, this was Caitlin's affirmation, not for me.
I am
oh my God, that's
power
from Friends.
listing agent.
That's from Friends. Did you watch Friends? Mm-hmm. Remember when Chandler was listening to the tape because he was trying to quit smoking? She's like, you're a strong, confident woman. You do not need to smoke. Did you listen to that every day?
No, I don't.
Your affirmations on tape.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Guess.
38.
Ooh.
Fuck you.
I should have said 48.
34.
You are 34? Wait, how old are you? 35.
I'm older than that guy.
By 2
I was
months,
actually going to
right?
say you guys are the same age, right?
No, I'm 35. I was July of 89.
Oh, yeah. July 11th.
How old do you think I am?
68.
Oh, that's
It's not even believable.
There's no, you can't play this game.
No,
with a guy
I really
'cause
don't
it's
get
just
offended
insulting.
because-
You want me to actually
Yeah, no,
give you an
actually-
appraisal of like
Yes.
how old I think you are?
Yeah, please.
dive
'cause
into the comps.
This is a
You're
no,
not
this
gonna-
is
you're
a
gonna-
trap,
If you get it right, I'm going to be so
QRAP.
impressed.
dude.
It's not what you think.
She already hit me, so I can give it to her. Right?
Yeah, you can.
I'm not giving any
spitefully.
permission for anything,
All
but
right,
go
all
ahead.
right. Just let
He
me
knows
into
how
it all
old.
then. 36. Are you?
No,
How old?
I'll be 41 in a month and a half.
41. Wow.
I look
for
good,
you.
don't I?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
why I beat you on
It's the
listings.
only
All
way to
right,
write
punch
that.
list. Here
Punch
we
it.
go. I know. So you can't.
That shouldn't punch me.
This is why I play this game of how old do you think I am, because everyone guesses younger.
You know, I don't want to tell you that that's rigged, but it is, because I have 5 sisters, and you can't. I've been beat up by them a lot too.
Good, as
So,
you should be.
yeah.
Are they all
It
older?
shows.
Are you the baby? I knew it.
I'm in the middle.
Oh,
kind of.
God, that's
I have
textbook.
an amalgamation of
Either one, baby or
steps
middle.
and half sisters, no full sisters. I'm the golden child. I was born an only child, and then I inherited all these sisters.
And then you just landed
then
in the
they
middle
beat
of
you
them.
up.
And they
beat you up. As they
fed me dog
should.
food,
Dude, it shows.
dressed me up in, dresses and
I
stuff.
have a younger brother. You guys are welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Isn't
That's
your
why I
sister
have
older than
boys.
you?
Yeah.
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 You're welcome.
Yeah.
The older sister's where it's at. Margot,
Oh.
my niece, is the oldest.
I still have a
yeah.
dent in my shin for my sister.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I deserved it though.
Brutal.
You did.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Oh my God, we so have to go, but I have to tell the story.
You have
When my
to.
brother,
Where are we going?
when my brother's going to love this. So this is what I did to him. I was so torturous. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You do it in the microphone.
Thank you for
Is
sniffing
Mia
in so
Tidwell,
loud.
like, sitting out
She's
there?
in her car. Yeah,
I
we
could
have
just
to
tell
go
her
in a
to come
second.
in.
I should actually tell her to come in. Okay. He couldn't swallow pills when
Yeah.
he was like 16, 17. It was like a mind block. And so I gave him one of my sugar pills for my birth control and told him it was a Pez candy and like had him practice swallowing them. And then once he did, I was like, by the way, that was birth control. And I've never seen someone scream, cry, throw up, and freak out so loud that my parents came running upstairs. I am on the floor laughing. Pretty sure I peed myself from laughing. And to this day, he has a hard time. Traumatized. He tells he's like, remember when you gave me birth control? And I'm like, was it? I don't know. Like,
Sugar pill.
yeah, it was a sugar pill. It really was. But maybe I slipped a birth control in there. You never know. And I was like, I don't know what's going to happen.
What
You
would
might grow
happen?
boobs.
Wow. It's like totally a
Now you're traumatized by proxy.
17-year-old
It's what older sisters do.
freak out.
Anyway, okay, ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
I'm only going to ask you
Yeah.
2 questions of this, okay? Because we already
Lame.
did some of
Go.
this. What's your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, so glad you asked.
I know this one.
Dogs. Other than that.
You know what? It's going to be a...
Dogs and
I'm going to say it
sightless.
concisely, okay? You only get one chance at a first impression. True or true?
True.
Okay. So...
That was so Tom Ferry of you. True or true?
yes or
going.
yes? Yes or true?
True.
Okay. So when I want to, get my offer accepted, get a showing, get a whatever, like I take that seriously.
Yeah.
I don't just like blow people up. I
For
don't just
sure.
like, "Bah, can I show your listing?"
For
And
sure.
they're like, so
Because you're Matt Davies, broker.
yeah. So, I hit everybody with my DRE night license number,
So
with
do
the
I.
Matt, broker,
For
the
sure.
whole thing.
Yep.
A couple
And
selfies.
the inbound, I don't do the selfie. That's always weird. I'm like, ugh.
Oh, people actually do that?
Yeah.
They
Not
do?
the selfie. They just put their face on their card and then you say their V card or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I write in my listing description, like vacant on lockbox, go show. If it's vacant, if it's a flip or something like that, I make it easy, right?
Right.
In my world, it's like you have to create accessibility.
For sure.
And I also write in the confidential remarks, please do not ask if you can hold an open house. The answer is no, thank you.
Just like don't leave a voicemail. Mhm.
Oh my God. And then I have a listing in Escondido right now. And just in the last like 3 days, I had like 6 inquiries if they could hold an open house.
That's what that 310 number
okay.
was.
So like
I've had 5 today.
So someone from
Yep.
Who? Yeah, never heard of them. Yeah. Yeah, you're learning.
We're joking. We're joking if you guys are
So
listening.
it's just like this big like hype thing, and it's always at like dinner time or something, and I'm just like, dude, read the confidential remarks, or
Yeah.
like don't
Yeah.
don't make.
I'm telling you.
Don't call me through Zillow.
I 100%
No, just
agree.
don't like abuse my phone. Because
What about when you say don't use showing time and then you get a showing time request?
I disable that shit.
So do
yeah,
I
like I
should.
just
Do you-
change
do you
your
have showing
phone
time?
number.
I use showing time.
Change your phone number.
Do you like it? This is time for another time. Okay, last question.
I'm finishing my pet peeve.
Oh, he's not even
free
done.
shout-outs
Okay.
to showing
Okay,
time.
so the other
Sorry.
pet peeve is when people call you and they hit you with like the 5 stupid questions. Okay, my
Which
grandfather told me. I said this at the casino. My grandfather told me, he's deceased. He said it's better to
rest
be
in peace.
thought of as stupid than to open your mouth and prove it. And I think that's some great
I like
advice
that.
to a lot of realtors.
People in general.
I'm still
Shots
working
fired.
on it.
Shots fired. I gotta
Shots
talk
fired. Shots fired.
I'm still working on it.
So
Say it again
people,
for Matt to
the
hear.
dumb questions that people ask is like, how many offers do you have? What is your seller looking for? Why is your seller moving? It's like
And
it's
what
like
color?
okay, here's the answer for every single one. Like, how many offers do you have? None of your business. Why is the seller moving? For their own personal
Remind me
reasons.
to never show one of Davies'
No,
properties.
no.
Like, it's a 1031 exchange. They're super motivated.
Okay,
We got
I'm
nice
gonna
thing
set up a
tomorrow.
Is there
showing
a real
today.
question
I'm gonna set up a
anywhere?
showing
That's
today.
the question.
And I'm gonna text him and be like, "How many showings do you have? What's your seller's motivation?"
It's just drivel. It's what
What-
you guys
what
do when your
color are your
dogs are like,
pants?
it's drivel.
It's what? What is that word?
And then they want you to like it just comes across to me like every question they're asking, they're just trying to get us like you're gonna slip and give them something they're gonna use against you.
Not
I'm
against,
like, I'm
not
not
against
doing
you.
that,
I do
dude.
ask some of those questions.
I do
because
too.
I want to know, like,
I'm glad you guys know how I feel
but I
about
ask
it.
it
if my client
after I
says
show
I want to
it.
win this deal,
Yeah.
if I want to get this
Yeah.
offer
Yeah.
accepted, I want to
Yeah.
know like how crazy. do I
Right,
need
but
to go?
you're like I'm talking about people that get a Zillow freaking lead.
Yeah, I know what you're
that
saying.
have
Yeah.
never
And
met
I
the
call
person.
the agent, by the way, and I'll be like, "Yo, they really liked it." I know. I'm calling you.
No,
I'm
that's
calling
cool.
you.
That's fine.
Fair.
You can
Right?
sit on voicemail for an hour.
We're gonna leave
Such a
this guy a
brat.
voicemail.
Oh,
It's gonna happen.
It's happening
before the end of this
Yeah.
year.
Okay, next
Yeah.
week when we go out on caravan together, we're just gonna let it ride out while we're driving to the next house, and
What's-
then we're gonna leave the
hey.
most annoying voicemail you've ever gotten in your life.
The seller's a flipper. Like, what is the seller looking for?
I can
know,
tell
the
you,
price.
price.
Yeah, they're looking for, and this is my canned response for all these things. They're looking for high price, low drama, quick close.
Yep. Isn't that a given?
Simple. You got any good questions?
But that's
to
why I
ask?
ask,
Why
what's
don't-
your seller?
maybe
Well, I
put
say,
those
who's
in
your
your,
seller? Where are they moving? Oh, he flipped it. Okay, great. Which
Yeah.
you probably already know
Here's
that
what
to
I
begin
tell
with.
my
but
sellers though. I'm like, I don't want to know too much about this because when we discover it,
You didn't want to know.
if it's negative, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we have bounds for asking for a
This
reduction.
feels a little sus. You're supposed to
All right.
disclose material
Yeah,
facts.
go
Okay,
for it.
really quick. We have to go. If you could be anything other than a real estate agent, what would you be and why? Quick.
Deep in.
That's not quick.
Calm
Exhale.
down. I need you to take it down a notch.
You have 3 minutes. Shit, you don't have 3
feel
minutes.
like
what am I
a-
saying?
I
No,
feel
no,
like
no, no,
a-
no, no. 3. You have 30 seconds.
Perfect
30
time for a
seconds. 30
filibuster.
seconds.
Davey's got
I feel
3
like having
minutes.
like a Kanye moment right now. Like, how much does the world cost?
I'd like to open my own church.
You guys, my eyes are already watering. I'm gonna run my makeup.
Okay,
Like,
2 responses. Before I was in real estate, I
Uh-huh.
wanted to be a rock star. I wanted to be Amy Winehouse's trumpet player. I went to school for trumpet. She died along with the
She was a
Apple
stud.
guy
She was
while
a
I was
stud.
She
in
was a stud.
while I was in college, and I was like, ugh,
Yeah.
that sucked.
Yeah.
I'm glad that didn't work out because the schedule of a musician is like rough. You know, you can't
could not have 4
like,
children.
I mean, yeah, you can't. The other thing I kind of want to do is be like a steel magnate or like an oil baron kind of thing. I don't know how you get into those businesses, but I think it would be
Yes.
really cool to be in
An
like
oil
like,
baron.
Yeah, like a Rockefeller kind
like
of
that.
motherfucker.
Matt Davies,
Yeah.
comma oil baron.
Yeah.
yeah,
That'd be sick.
that is the name
I
of the
could see that.
episode.
I, could
I think
see that for you.
steel is more attainable for me. But
Steel Baron.
yeah.
Retainable.
Yeah, steel. I don't know. What's the
Lithium
third
ion?
question? Come on, I want to click on that.
What's the weirdest situation you've ever walked in on?
It's the weirdest one I've ever walked
The
in.
laugh. Well, you didn't find black dildos all over the place like Brandon Wilcox, so
That last one just looked like the plastic mold.
I don't know. I mean, we got to watch this video.
It looked like the plastic wrapping. Look at it.
It literally. Are you thinking about this?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Well,
No,
subconsciously
not this.
think about this.
Yeah,
when you think about
yeah. Think about your answer.
That's plastic, right? Or is there something?
Oh, I don't think there's anything in there. Is there?
How do you know that that's one for sure?
Should we call him? But I said to him, "What does this say about you that you find these all over San Diego?"
He's a magnet.
The last one,
He found another
literally
one?
stuck like suction cup to the top of his friend's Tesla.
Nice.
It was hysterical. He
Nice.
sent us the video. I was dying.
I walked in on my wife was pregnant with her first kid, and we were looking for a house in Bay Park, and I just call people out. I don't give a shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Had a listing,
He might come
and
for you, but it's fine.
it was I don't care. It was kind of like go show, do whatever you want, right? And my
don't know
wife's
who-
like
I've never heard
7
of him,
months
actually.
pregnant, and I open this lockbox, and there's like some scroungy, like, you know, late 60s dude, like on an air mattress with
in the
like
house?
Yeah, in the house, and it's supposed to
I
be
thought you were
vacant.
saying in the lockbox.
Oh yeah, I was
like,
a
damn,
little
how'd he fit in
confused. I was like, how did he fit in there?
No.
What?
No, I
you
opened
found
the lockbox,
scroungy
I opened the
keys?
house.
Like, okay,
Okay.
okay,
And the
okay,
dude's
we're
like
with you.
in there, and you know,
Squatting?
I've had a lot of like hobo interactions, homeless people,
Sure,
unhoused persons,
sure.
Residential
where like
challenge.
people literally like
All the
jump
above.
out of at you, like I've had these experiences, right?
That's terrifying.
So I show up to this, and I'm like, this is a little fishy, because one thing homeless people are not is stupid. And
Yeah.
you know, like very ingenious, like
lot
heat-seeking
of-
missile. They can open doors with shoelaces, like
Carlos.
very, very smart, right?
Yep.
So this
Rigged
dude
with,
starts
like-
kind of like, you know, he's all like air mattress, and he's made a half of a sandwich, and there's like a steak knife sitting out there, and it's just like feeling really weird. And my wife's like 7 months pregnant with her first kid, and he's like, "Where's your client?" And I'm like, "Pfft, like you're looking at him, dude. Like, what do you like? I'm the agent, and I'm a buyer. Like, what, you know?" So it was just the weirdest thing. And
Did he just stay there while you
I-
guys like looked around?
I called and yelled at. I haven't talked to him since. He lives in Bay Park, and he never puts his marketing stuff on my house.
gonna have to bleep
but
this
I was
guy's
just
name.
like, don't say it's a vacant house. Who cares? No, don't
What?
say if it's a vacant house if there's some dude camping out in there.
Yeah, so he didn't
You
know.
know,
That is kinda
like
tough to
when
put
you
your
show a
wife in that.
vacant
Was it a
house.
squatter, or was the guy
you know what
living
I do
there?
when I show a vacant house? I open the door and I go, housekeeping, San Diego police. You know, just
That's actually brilliant.
oh, you have to clear the house every single time. Because you haven't shown up in a supposed to be vacant house, and
So let
someone's
me-
in there.
let
And
me
you're
just-
like, dude, get me out of here. This
Let me
is
just tell you,
bizarre.
as a girl though,
Yeah.
if it's not my listing and I'm
Yeah.
showing someone and it says vacant, even if it's vacant stage, doesn't
Yeah,
matter, right?
yeah.
If it's vacant at all,
Yeah.
I wait for my client to get there before I go in. You don't see me going in there by myself. Hell no.
I
For
was
that
in-
reason.
I went to my buddy's staged rental in Hillcrest the other day, and I was like, "Hey, bro, like, can I go see it? I just want to see how it turned out." And I was like nearby, and
Mm-hmm.
I took, I call him my Indian dad. He's one of my clients. He's a Sikh, like a little short man. We have lunch like 2-3 times a week. Anyways,
Love him.
Love this guy. Yeah,
Oh my God. And he's a Sikh?
yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
So I took Mr. Pooji. And
You are 2 minutes over. It is 2:02.
Shh.
Hurry up.
Silence, woman. So I open the door, and like, you know when you feel someone's presence,
Yes.
but you can't see him. It's not a ghost story.
no. Like you
right?
feel like
So
somebody's there.
It's like beautiful thing, and I'm like doing my like thing, right?
clearing the house.
You're
San Diego
Yeah.
police.
What's wrong with
I'm like, huh? And I
Police?
open
He's
like
clapping as he walks through.
I open the master bedroom, and then there's just like a dude like passed out. That's just like, and I go like this.
And you and the Sikh go running out.
I go running out. The Sikh's not even scared. It just startled the hell out of me, right?
I thought you were supposed to be Matt Davies, a broker, and you're like, bah! And you just go
Just wasn't
running out.
prepared
Like,
for
what?
it. Yeah, it's
That's why
hilarious.
he's always
my
strapped.
God. Okay, we have to
Yeah.
go. On
Okay,
that note,
bye. Thank you. Thank you.
thank you so much for being here.
I have one great story.
No,
about
we have to go. Okay. All
It's
right,
really
guys.
I'm
short.
telling you
It's
one
only
more.
a 10-minute
No,
I'm
story.
telling you
God,
one
no.
more.
Mia is outside. We have to go.
Dude, tell Mia to come in.
No,
She's got
we
to
don't
hear about
have-
this check fraud story.
We're not. No.
Oh.
This
I
is
told this guy I was going to call you FBI if he didn't start calling.
This
me.
is a good one.
It's okay. Part 2. It's fine. Don't worry.
part 2. Yeah. Will you come back next month?
Nope.
Why?
Nope. Because you're kicking me out.
Peer pressure. Hey, you didn't get thrown out of Tahoe. Poor Pete.
Now I'm throwing you out of my house, though.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I
Thank
love
you.
you.
Love
All
you
right,
too.
guys. Thank you so much for
Teaser.
joining us today. I don't really know what this episode was, but if you were still listening,
This episode
thanks
was
for
I got more,
thanks for
yeah.
joining us. He has
Giant
more. He'll be
swerve.
back. Okay. Do what Matt does. Follow us on Behind the Lockbox. Do you follow Behind the Lockbox?
Mm-hmm. Before I even
That-
knew who you
that
were,
felt-
like I feel like I'm in the presence of fame.
Yeah, you are. That's
Yeah.
right. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Everybody go do what Matt and Matt do. Follow us on Behind the Lockbox. Please, we need your downloads. Subscribe to the YouTube, all the things. And thanks, guys, for being here.
Thanks.
You guys are the
Smash
best.
that like button.
Don't follow me if you're weird.
And don't leave them a voicemail because you'll never get through it. Okay, bye.
But if you do, let us know.
Thanks for listening. Behind the Lockbox is produced and edited by Property Showcase Group. If you like this podcast, please share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, or review this podcast. Thanks for your support. See you next week.